thank you Tom, who has graced us with his presence as a representative of the British High Commission. Fish and chips are very, very British, so we thought it was only right. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you, Tom. And yeah, we're gonna open.
Countdown?
Yeah. What should we do? Start from 3. Yeah. Okay. Let's start at
3, 2, 1.
Yay!
That's fantastic.
So yeah, we just wanted to give you a bit more of an update, just a breakdown of what's been really going on. So we opened on the 20th of November. We were very blessed because we had the British Embassy come and open us up, which was massive for us.
Big shout out to Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Tom.
Big shout out to you.
Yep.
So we had that, and the opening was amazing. It was like a mixture of friends, family, new people that wanted to check us out, new customers. And the day was just buzzing, like constantly as well, which was really good. And I think since then it's been like a whirlwind of everyday customers. Thank the Lord, and I honestly mean this, that we haven't had one day where nobody's come in.
Yeah.
And I think that for us is
encouraging.
Yeah, it's encouraging, and it means everything.
So just like with many business, in the beginning, if you look back on some of our videos, we were supposed to open up ages ago. Since in June, July, was expected this. So one thing I learned sometimes in Ghana is that don't put too much pressure on yourself. Allow things to grow organically. Take your time. Make sure that you meet your standards that you have for yourself. And I think that's the most important thing, because that will reflect in the product you give out to the customer. So if you are doing business out here, try to not put too much pressure on yourself. Because if soon as you add a deadline and then you don't meet that deadline, sometimes that can have effects on how you feel. You might think, I'm not working to the deadline, so you start to panic. I realized after a while I had to just let things just grow organically. When the workmen came, I had to just make sure that they did a good job, make sure everything was operational before we was actually open. So despite it took time, we're happy that we was open before Christmas.
And just to add to what Clint is saying, is that in Ghana you have to adjust to how things work out here. If you're coming from abroad, yes, you have that mindset and you can implement it here, but only to a certain degree. You have to understand that things work not on a time scale, basically. Things work on a natural time scale, so you have to let go of that whole conception of, okay, you told me that you're coming today and it's going to get done today. It doesn't work like that here. So you have to, yes, come with that mindset, because it will help you with that third eye. So it gives you an advantage to see things that are missing, things that you can do, and quicker ways to do things. But that only takes you a certain, up to a certain point. Then it comes into where you are, which you're in Africa, you're in Ghana, and things work differently here. So there's no point stressing out yourself and stressing out the person who you're trying to get to work. You have to just roll with it to a certain degree,
So as you're watching this, I'm hoping we have a new editor on board. He'll be showing you captions of the day, the ribbon cutting, the people that was here, the vibe, the energy. One thing I do appreciate is the fact that whenever people come into our space, they feel comfortable, they feel invited, and they have an enjoyable experience. So that encourages them to come back more and more often.
It's not just food. It's a bit more than food with us, because we're passionate people and we're people. So we like when people come in, like, we'll talk to you, unless you don't want to be spoken to. But because some customers, they don't come in for that. So it's just really working out and understanding your customer. So when the customer comes in, you can always tell what kind of customer they are. Some people just want to come, buy and go, and that's fine. And then there's some customers that like to come, talk to us, get to know why we're doing this, why we're so passionate, and those are the customers that we engage with, and we love it. So it's always a vibe in here, always.
So if you watch back on my first video, the first advice I got from thank you to all our family and friends that have supported us over the past weeks, whether it be through support financially or even if it's been through support through just encouragement. The words that a lot of people have expressed to us over the past couple of weeks have been so encouraging, so helpful, and it's really given us some form of motivation to let us know that what we're doing is right and we'll continue to push forward.
So what struggles have we had? Luckily, it hasn't been suppliers. We're thankful for that. With suppliers, I would always recommend for in the restaurant business, make sure you have more than one. So if you have one main supplier for your meat, your fish, whatever, have a backup, have a backup, have a backup. Use the whole alphabet, not plan B alone. So with that aspect, we haven't had any struggles. Staffing, have we had struggles with that? Yes and no. We've had one person who wasn't fit for the cashier, and he basically cancelled himself out. He realised he weren't made up for this before he even started, which helped us. With the staff that we have here, we've been lucky that they are, how can I put, willing and have the right togetherness in the kitchen, so the kitchen is working really well. The only thing I would say is that sometimes you have to have a balance of firmness and that authority over them. Just make sure that you have that quite strong, and then also have that balance of, okay, you can talk to me as well. I don't want too much friend, and I don't want too less of the authority in the place, because I realised that they weren't taking things serious, and that for me, this is serious. Like, we're playing with food, we're playing with people's stomachs, everything has to be taken seriously here. So it's just holding regular, we call them in the UK like 2-box talks or team meetings, and we do that regularly so that everything is always refreshed. And also, if you're doing a business here, make sure that you have things in place to help them. So if you know that you want to do stock check, print it out, have a tick list so they can actually tick things off physically. You can't just expect people to come in and know, and even if they do know, you need to maintain that they know all the time. And they need reminders. Visual reminders work excellent. That's what I've had to learn here. So yeah, just make it easy. Make everything idiot-proof in a sense. I think those are the kind of struggles in a sense that, you know, another struggle has been obviously because we're working and our hours are quite intense because of the Christmas period, we're not able to be with our kids. And that is definitely, for me, that's been a struggle. I'm a mum to 2 children, so for me that has been a struggle, but you just got to know why you're doing this. Do you know what I mean? It's that constant check-in, both of us, like, you good? You're good? Because some days you're not good because you feel low. You know what I mean? When you're not there, it's like, oh, I need to be there, especially if any of them are sick. You know, you need to be there, but you have to remember why you came here and keep that focus. And it's the balance, because one day I'll be good and then the other day Clint will, you know what I mean, not be. And it's that constant support that we have to give. So yeah, it is important. And I would say those are the struggles, if I'm being honest, so far. If there are any.
I would say it's early days.
Yeah.
So I know there's a lot to come.
Yeah.
I'm anticipating just trying to get through the first year of business.
Yeah.
You always say the first 3 months is the kind of the indication of where the business is heading, and I would say after the first three weeks, let's say it's been going good so far. So
yeah.
Let's see what a year can do. We'll continue to give business as well.
Sure. And just before the video ends, I just want to say, proud moment will definitely be our reviews. Our reviews that we've been getting on Google, check it out guys. 5-star reviews, that to us means everything, because we want the quality, the customer service to speak for itself, and customers, we really like that engagement. So the comments on our Instagram, we love it. The reviews, guys, if you're customers or want to be customers, definitely we want that. So guys, have a look and check it out and see, you know, what we've been getting back from loads of our customers. So yeah, those are definitely, I would say, it's an achievement, you know. But yeah, guys, stick with us. We plan to do a lot more videos because people have been saying, guys, what's your video? What's going on? What's going on? But yeah, so stick with us, like, share, subscribe.